Forsaken World. This is Chasm from Keybashers Gaming, and today we're gonna do a video on Forsaken World. But before I start off with this video, I want to apologize that there hasn't been a video in almost 2 weeks. We did make 2 videos together, but the files were corrupted, so we've deleted the files and lost the videos forever. So yeah, those videos will never be seen. So let's just carry on with this video then. Forsaken World. It's free on Steam. It's an MMORPG, which of course means mass multiplayer online role-playing game, like WoW, for example. It was developed by Perfect World Beijing. It's released in Europe and US. So yeah, this is the first time I'll be playing this game too, so excuse yeah, the noobness. Okay, I'm just going on a random server. One thing about this game, although it is on Steam, it is made by a different company, Perfect World. So you do have to register an account, but it takes 2 seconds, and then you just register the email. So yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly go through creating a character. I'm gonna explain everything though. First race we're gonna look at is human. There's 5 races. We're gonna go through them all individually. A human is, of course, a human. I mean, there's not really much other way to explain it. You are a human yourself, most probably. Anyways, I don't think race really gives you any attributes in this game, apart from what classes that race can be. It's all just about looks. I mean, so we'll go through the classes after the races. Human. There's elf. Rivendell elves. Dwarves. Stone man. Stone man must only be male. It's impossible to be a female. Kind of makes a lot of sense since his name is Stone Man, and he's made out of stone, which kind of well, it's kind of self-explanatory that he is a protector. I mean, made of stone, big giant stone arm, big giant hammer. He's big and bulky. The only class this guy can be is a protector, but we'll go more into that in a minute. And the kindred. The kindred are like elves mixed with humans, mixed with, like, I don't know, like Dracula or something. Yeah, so let's go through the different classes now. There's 8 classes in this game. The first one we're gonna look at is warrior. Warrior's difficulty. That's the thing I like about this game. If you click on a class, it'll tell you the difficulty. A warrior's difficulty is 5, which is the max difficulty in this game for a class. Warriors are powerful melee fighters with versatile arsenal of powerful attacks. Only humans and elves can be warriors. Both male and female, of course, can be warriors. The next class we're going to look at is a protector. Only a stone man can be a protector. Only male, also, as I've already said. The difficulty of a protector is 3. Basically, a protector is a tank. If you've played like things like WoW, basically his role is to get the enemies to attack him and take the damage himself. Stone men are conjured from stone. They worship Titan and Solarian. Every stone man feels the urge to protect the land from whence he came. So basically, he's a stone titan and he's all like, you know, protect the world, the Earth Mother, Sky Mother, all that stuff. Yeah. Next, we're gonna look at a mage. The difficulty of a mage is 3 stars. Of course, a mage is just a caster. There's a mage in almost every MMO. Human and kindred mages, so human and kindred can be mages, are masters of devastating magic who are drawn to its power and now spread its chaos. Sounds pretty interesting. Next, we're going to look at priest. The difficulty is 3 again. Priests are support casters that excel at healing and supporting their allies. that implies that they are, of course, for healing. In WoW, priests can be shadow and healing, so they can like choose whether to do damage or heal their allies. I think in this game, it's more just about healing, not really about doing damage. Of course, for leveling up, it's about damage, but like, it's more in a group. A priest's role is to heal. Sorry that I'm comparing this game to WoW so much. I'm just trying to explain things, and I only have WoW to compare to, like, well, because WoW's the main game I've played, but I don't play that anymore. Moving on. Assassin. The difficulty is 5 stars. The best way I can describe this is sort of like a thief or a rogue, like fast attacks, moves in the shadows. The difficulty is 5, I've already said. Assassins are agile killers who love light weapons and dark nights. Only humans and kindreds are capable of being assassins. I'll show you what the female assassin looks like. Okay, next we'll look at marksman. Dwarf is the only race which can be marksman. The difficulty is 4 stars. Dwarves deal damage from long range using handcrafted rifles. Stout and sturdy, only a dwarf may be a marksman. Again, I'm going to compare this to WoW. The best way I can describe it is a hunter, but I haven't played this game yet, so I'm yet to find out. He's just eating a banana there, you know, nutritious and stuff. So yeah, marksman. I mean, I don't have to compare it to WoW. I could compare it to a completely different game. I could compare him to Legolas, but like, you know, he's not an elf. And Gimli's not really a marksman. The next one I'm gonna say is Bard, an elf bard. The difficulty is 4 stars. Only elves can be bards. You'll see why in a minute. Agile and graceful, bards play music to inspire their allies and frighten their enemies. So, the way I see this character is if you've played League of Legends, sort of like a support character, like, they do damage, but they don't have heals, but they are support class, like, they inspire the allies, which can mean like shields or like buffs, like to increase their allies' damage and health, but not actually heals. They can also frighten enemies with like stuns, fears, things like that. The reason why I said it makes sense that only elves can be bards is that they're like agile and graceful, and that's usually what elves are known to be, like, you know. And the last class in this game is vampire. Only a kindred can be a vampire. Kind of makes sense by looking at them. They do look kind of like Dracula. Their hometown is filled with like bats. The difficulty is 4 stars. Vampires can deal massive damage instantly, heal themselves, and shapeshift. They are more powerful than you can imagine. They can shapeshift into a bat, actually. On the second quest, I think it is, you do turn into a bat. I've played a vampire for around 5 minutes, and then I realised I wasn't recording, and I was like, damn. So, I mean, I know you'd probably like to see a vampire more than you'd want to see a warrior, typically, but I'm not going to play a vampire again, because it's the only class I've played, and it is a caster. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy it that much, but I only got to level 6. This game does have PvP. It does have PvE also. So we're just going to get straight in the game.